Cool. I think it's going. So, hey everyone, welcome to another Jay and I live show. I guess live show with Jay. I haven't really figured out what I'm going to call them yet, but I'm just going to make sure that it's actually loading because I haven't seen it pop up yet. Oh, there we go. Yes, I think it's working now. So there's tons of people already in the comments. I think there's how many people let's see so far? I can't even see how many people. 3 so far, at least 3. I see several. So there's Cody Rue, there's Headshots, there's Anything But Wargaming, Kimberly, and I think I saw Brent. Didn't I see Brent? I think Brent's there too. So, and Bryant Green, Air 44 page not found as well. So tons of people. Welcome everyone to the live show. I figured it's a great way to set the tone for the year to do a live show day one. I was going to do a compilation video, which I'm still working on at the moment, but it's taken a little bit longer than I anticipated. A lot of videos I made this year. You know, I did about 500 videos so far this year, and it's hard to go through them and figure out what I want to put into a compilation video for 2015. It was a really, really busy year, but it was an awesome year. And so, yeah, I figured it'd be a great time to do a live show. So, hey, Ben, how's it going? This is Cody Rue. Happy Hollandaise, Jay. Happy Hollandaise to you, Mr. Kevin. Any more gaming? Not too bad. How are yourself, Mr. Rue? Hi, says football chat. Football chat. So, yeah, things are good. You know, I had a good... Oh, Greenleaf Terrain. How's it going, Greenleaf? I haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he'll be there at Adepticon. It'd be good to catch up with you, man. So, yeah, things are good. Hopefully you all had a great, happy holiday season. Of course, it's only New Year's Day, so most of us aren't going back to work till probably, you know, tomorrow or Monday at the earliest, I guess. Yep, Adam, you missed a spot. I didn't even call you on it. Cody Rue called you on it. Adam, you missed a spot. Good afternoon, says Lynn. And hey, Jay, says Gust the Hut. Cody's is doing well. I've been clipping bits off of sprues and loading gaming software onto my main computer. That's the way of the orc, you know. That's the orky way. Matt says, hey, Jay, GW's new year, new army. What's your new army for the year? I don't know. I'm probably going to, of course, I'm going to spend a lot of time on my other armies as well. But I eventually want to build, over the next year, I really want to build a Cult Mechanicus army in the Metallica color scheme. That's the one I'd prefer, Metallica. It's really cool. It sounds metallic, but it's actually just really, really light bone tones and red. But it looks great. And it's a very good contrast between that army and the rest of the armies I play. So I think it'd be a really fun painting challenge as well. Yeah. Anything But Wargamer? Lazy part-time buggers. Some of us had the pleasure of working the entire festive period. Yeah, that's true. I worked a lot too. I worked yesterday. I just have today off because my work is closed. Lynn says, right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, Cody Erb, John and I will be going to see Metallica in February. I approve of your color scheme. Excellent. I'm glad you got John into Metallica, Cody Rue. I was worried, you know, when One Direction announced that they're taking a hiatus indefinitely. I was really worried for John. I was, you know, especially when Zayn left as well. That kid just likes them too much, way too much. Football chat says, I'm new to your live chat, but I watch all of your videos. What's the most enjoyable army in your view to play against? Orcs. I always have the most fun whenever, especially with these guys, with like Cody Rue or Mike. Their orc armies are always hilariously fun to play against, as well as they are as opponents. But I have to say orcs. They're always a fun army to play and to play up against, for sure. John was devastated when Zayn left. I know. And I was really concerned for him that, yeah, I was really worried for him. You know, the little things like that will crush a kid's spirit. Nightwing X says, Adepticon is getting closer. Can't wait. Neither can I. It's coming up March 31st, I believe. It's a pretty late Adepticon this year. I think it's March 31st. Well, it was 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was in April. So, but yeah, I'm really excited too. I'm signed up for a bunch of things. It's going to be a lot of fun. Sounds good, mate. Metallica is the closest Forge world to Macridge. Good fluff. I approve. Yeah, exactly. That's it. You know, it's good stuff. Truly not exaggeration at all. Nope. He's not choking me while I type this. No, not at all. That's awesome. I could just picture him like, yeah, poor kid. You know, when Zayn left, I think Zayn was his favorite member of One Direction. So, yeah. John's taste has been infinitely improved by his realization that Metallica is actual music. Very true. Anything but wargaming. I finally beat Orcs when I played against Mike recently. Record is now 1-4 against them. Excellent. Well, it's not bad that you, not sure angry that you beat Orcs, but I'm glad you're having a great time. Mike has a great Orc army, as does Cody Rue. They're both guys that really love to kit bash their armies and have very unique armies, and they both look really nice. Billy Solin says, hello from England. Hello, Billy, from Canada. And many of us in the chat so far are from Canada, United States. I see a couple Europeans as well, I think. Cody Rue, I hope his new looted wagon did random and zany things in your game. I hope so too. Headshots. Oh, sorry, Cody Rue. Hey, welcome. Headshots. Jay, can you prevent florist fryers? No, only Hugh can. Which could be, is Headshots Hugh? I don't know. I don't think so. I'd be confused if he was. No, only Hugh can prevent florist fryers. Hugh and only Hugh. Cody Rue. John used to fall asleep to Metallica when he was a baby. True story. He really liked the group all of his life. Excellent way to kind of subliminally plant it in his brain. What's the jazz, Jay? What's the jazz, Adam? God. Trying to figure out which colors to use to paint Black Skaven from Mordheim. Ooh, I don't know there. I play Sentinels of Terra. Says DJ. Deej. Sup. Imperial Fists. Excellent. What do you think of pairing Lysander with a veteran Sternguard squad? Not a bad idea at all. It keeps him alive. You stick him out front so that he absorbs all of the AP2 stuff. And yeah, then they light up the rest. Good stuff there. You know, and also makes your opponents really fear assaulting a Sternguard squad, because also there's the Overwatch, which is pretty nasty. And on top of that, killing Lysander is pretty hard these days, since he has Eternal Warrior and he has a 3-up invulnerable save with Feel No Pain. So, and Sentinels of Terra is really cool. I really want to try them out one day when I have a bunch of Space Marines, just for, because their bolter drill is even cooler. Twin-linked guns from half range, I'm pretty sure. Nico S. Hello from Germany. Hello, Nico. What do you think about the Freebooter's Fate? I don't have that much knowledge on it yet, on Freebooter's Fate. So I'll have to research it a little bit more. I have heard about it. Headshots, yes. Headshots is Hugh? Oh, I didn't even know that. Hey, Hugh, how's it going? That makes more sense. Headshots, so only you, actually. You can prevent florist fryers, not me. It's you. Hugh. Orcs are not the most competitive, but the Swarm is pretty hard to deal with when you play Grey Knights Marines. That's true. But yes, Mike's army is legit. It is too legit to quit. Plastic Sturgeons is hi from Reading, England. Jay, hi. That's awesome. England's a cool place. I love Mike Grove's army. It is so fun and orky. Helps that Mike has some pretty solid tactics. Exactly. He's a really good general as well. We won a doubles tournament together playing Orcs. It was a lot of fun to do. I'm already falling way behind the comments. This is great. UK here. Love watching your vids, especially Painting with Jay. Thank you very much, Gust. So glad I've managed to catch your live show for once. I'm usually miss them. No problem. This is what I'm trying to post on Facebook as much as possible, about an hour at least before I do it. That way you all know. And yeah, things are good. Would you play, Kevin says, would you play Dark Angels Legion if they got unique rules for Horse Heresy? Sure. I'm not against Dark Angels. The reason why I'd play a different Legion for Horse Heresy implicitly is that I like to play different armies, you know, and that's why I implicitly want to go away from, like, even if I played 30K, I wouldn't play Imperial Fists because I already have an Imperial Fist army. I'd go a different Trader Legion or a different, you know, non-Trader Legion. Brent says, indeed, Mr. Rue, always a good time, just like the crew. True. Kind of hope this works. There's a link. I don't think that works. LOL. Sorry, unfortunately, that won't load. Sorry, I would love to click on it if I could. Anything but wargaming. So Jay, are you excited for the new year ahead? I am. This year is about I'm going to set a lot of goals. I'm going to try to get every single one of them professionally and personally. I think things are going to be good. I think it's going to be a good year. Who knows? But it's going to be a lot of fun. And as I'm going to do a lot of things, this is kind of the do or die year for a lot of my work. So I really want to work hard and get it and everything I want accomplished. But I am very much looking forward to it. Headshots, big grin on my face. Missing all you guys from the group. Got to get together again. Definitely, Hugh, because otherwise the Florist Friars are going to win. And nobody wants that. I'm from Czech Republic. Hey, how's it going? That's from Tarapu. Courier says, Jay, there's a rumbling afoot for a late October invasion to Welland, Peterborough. Excellent. Keep me updated for sure. If you're in, I'm in. Definitely. We're going to take it over. And anything but wargaming says, Mr. Rue, make sure to keep me informed on that one. Yes. Shall do, Ben. Mm-hmm. Oh. Anything but wargaming, Ben. I got to learn your secret names. So Ben's anything but wargaming, and Hugh is headshots. Yeah, you should have just said it's Ben. Silly Ben. Football chat says, Dave and Matt from NWG have recently made visits to the UK to play 40K. Are you planning on visiting UK anytime soon? I would anytime, yes. Anytime soon, probably not. Unfortunately, the Canadian dollar is so weak right now. It's going to be hard to get to the States more than a couple times this year. It's really expensive, but I would love to go to UK. It's kind of my dream vacation at the moment, since it's the hub of Warhammer 40K, and yeah, it'd be amazing. It'd be an amazing trip for sure. I backpacked Scotland many years ago. I did the whole country, but I never really touched in the UK, other than I spent like 24 hours in London Heathrow, which shouldn't count. Yeah. And Cody Rue, James from 40K Amateur Hour is spearheading his latest invasion. Excellent. I'm excited. Brian Green says, what's up? Not much. How about you, Brian Green? Anybody wargaming? Howdy. Sorry, I just got a text message. Cool. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a good year. I really do think it is. 2015 was such an amazing year. And the more I watch the videos, the more I know that it was such an amazing year due to hard work, but primarily it was just due to you guys and girls. You know, all my viewers and my subscribers, my supporters have made this arguably the greatest year I've ever had for 2015. And I had such an amazing time hanging out with so many of you, meeting you all, going places, and it was amazing. So I'm really hoping that 2016 is similar, if not better. It'd be amazing. You know, I just think it would just be absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, wargaming. Have you been enjoying the Urban War stuff? Yes, I have. It is an interesting game. I'm slowly learning the rules, but it's hard to pick up on some of the things. But yes, I've actually been really enjoying your battle reports. I should just leave comments from now on, so you know I've been watching them. But I definitely have been watching them. I usually watch them on my phone, and I don't log on, so I can't always see sorry, you can't always leave comments. But actually, the best part is if you a lot of my painting tutorials, actually, if I ever showed you like the raw and cut footage, the background audio is actually some of your battle reports. 24 hours in London airport can seem like a lifetime. True, and it was by myself, so it was a lot of fun. It was by myself. It was my first time really flying, and I had to spend just under 24 hours. It ended up being like 22 in London Heathrow airport by myself. So fun times there. Really, it was wacky. Yes. So yeah, it was great. 3 hours in the Newark airport can seem like a lifetime. That's true. I've never been to Newark, New Jersey. I'm guessing Newark, New Jersey. I really don't want to go to New Jersey. I'm kidding. I don't know. Nothing against New Jersey, but to be fair, New Jersey kind of seems like the most picked on place in the United States. Like everyone kind of hates New Jersey. Yeah. Heathrow was in London. Did you venture out of London town? No. What I did was I caught, I was in just a layover. So I flew from Toronto to London Heathrow. And then I flew from London Heathrow to Glasgow, where I met up with some friends. Yeah, but I had to. They all had a direct flight, and I had a layover or stopover, depending on what you call it. Excellent. He says, anything but wargaming. He says, oh, awesome. I can't wait to show you how to play in person in October. Definitely. I look forward to learning for sure. Also, thanks a lot for the support. It means absolutely everything. No problem. I really do appreciate it. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. At least one of my names is subscribed. Now, most people don't know about this. I don't talk about this a lot. I actually have multiple names on YouTube, right? Miniwargamer J is my primary channel. But I actually do is I really like to actually subscribe under other names because I find it a little bit more freeing. Just that I can watch things, subscribe things, and leave comments, and people don't take it as differently. You know, I'm not saying I'm a celebrity in any means. I just feel that, you know, if I leave a comment, regardless positive or negative, on a video, it's treated slightly different. So I think it's just kind of fun to have a little anonymity sometimes and just watch it under a different name. But as I said, 2015 was just amazing. Thanks to everyone out there who's watching, and everyone's watching this video later on. But you, the subscribers, the supporters, the viewers. And it was just an amazing year where as I said, I'm making a compilation video right now, and there were so many people in my head that I met that I wanted to put in this video because each person just I had an awesome time with at a different point in the year. And so it's been really hard to get this video together ultimately. But of course, I can definitely say that some of the people in his comments are going to be in the video, i.e. Cody Rue and Brent and Hugh. We had a great time. Different times. Brent didn't come at the same time as Hugh. They were looking at different times to my house, but we had a great time either way. And when Hugh came, Cody Rue actually didn't play. He wasn't feeling too good. So but we played a game a couple months later. But it was a great time. Happy New Year, says Gummy Nerds. Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to you as well. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting year, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff this year. Let's just say that. Hi, Jay. Starting my orcs in 2016. Give me the wah. I'll have to do it for later, because if I wah right now, I'm going to lose. Maybe later. We'll see, maybe later. Because I'll lose my voice for the rest. I have like another 45 minutes. And when I wah, I tend to actually lose my voice sometimes afterwards. I know Cody Rue. Or I'll do it in the comments section. It'll be the easy way right now. Let me just see if I can type. Maybe I can't even type right now. Oh, never mind. For some reason I can't. Oh, there we go. Typing. Wah. And it's also a leg test right now. Perfect. There you go. I also plan on bringing out my monstrosity of a biker war boss. Scumblitz. Excellent, Ben. I'm excited. I hope your war boss is just as like epic as. Have you ever seen? I don't know if you saw the video of my my vlog, or I guess any of my battle reports with Mike. His war boss is just on freaking steroids. Like, he is just so amazing and huge. And I can't use my normal war boss beside his because my war boss looks like just a normal orc boy. Gummy Nerds says Jay is looking slim and trim. Thank you, Gummy Nerds. I've been eating slightly better over the last 4 or 5 months. I had a really bad dental experience in August. I was thinking about maybe I should start eating a little bit healthier, lay off the sweets as much as I normally am. That's actually how I got my name Jay, but it's a long story with that. But I was trying to eat a little bit better, and then I had this crazy facial infection caused by an abscess for one of my teeth. And I realized that's kind of a moment where you gotta start taking care of your teeth. So that on top of that was another reason. So I decided to eat slightly better. And the irony is, actually, I went and visited my grandparents the other day in St. Thomas, Ontario. And the very first thing that my grandmother said to me was, Jay, you've put on a lot of weight. I was like, what? I don't think so. It was funny. So it's already assembled and painted all of their hobby-related Christmas presents. I have all but one so far. It's Mike. Hey, Mike. I thought that was you. Mike Backer. He is in my compilation. And I could tell by your symbol, Mike. I thought that was you. And I'm guessing Mike and I are going to have another game at Adepticon this year with the correct rules. I bet my war boss is bigger than your war boss, Ben. I'm not going to start talking in this one, LOL. Mine's as big as a truck. This is probably not a conversation I'm going to be a part of. I'm not going to jump into this one. Anything but wargaming? If I don't know if I've caught my video of him. I've got him sat on the Imperial Knight base. What? You have your war boss on an Imperial Knight base. It's more of a war chariot. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I'm just wondering, have you had any problems with tournaments or anything allowing it? Most people would be okay with it, but I've had a couple tournaments in this area forbid that kind of thing, unfortunately. Didn't get any for Christmas. It sucks. I'm sorry, Lynn, to hear that. Heck yeah, we are. Excellent. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully this year, though, there's open gaming. Because I know last year there was Cracked Earth Studios, which was really awesome. And then the previous year, we kind of had to wait till like 11 o'clock at night to get in our game because it was just no open gaming. Hopefully there is this year at Adepticon. I really hope so. Cody Rue, Jay, you've seen my bike war boss. You know exactly how big it is. Yes, but Ben, I haven't seen Ben's. What? Yeah, I haven't seen Ben's. And Ben was saying his is the one on the Imperial Knight base. It's all good. Headshots. I got some awesome converted orcs for Christmas, as did I. I got an amazing... I'm going to use it as probably a variety of things. I'm going to try it maybe as a Grot Mega Tank in some battle reports, a Looted Wagon in others, maybe even I could probably use it as a Gorkanaut. You know, I wouldn't have a problem with using it as a Gorkanaut. I got an amazing custom build thing from Mr. Cody Rue as well, as you saw in my video. It was very awesome stuff to do. Very, very cool stuff. I really loved opening it, and it just blew my brain, the insanity of what Cody Rue puts into an idea and a custom build that he made. Matthew Lawless, say, Jay, happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Matthew Lawless. Elliot Davies, what's your color palette for painting orc skins? My color palette is actually the GW, pretty much the GW color scheme. I use Raw Flesh. I wash it with Biotan Green, and then I go up back to Raw Flesh, Warboss Green, and then I highlight up with a combination usually of Warboss Green and Scarsonic Green. That's what I used to use Leaf. What was it called? It was a color from from Reaper. I think it was Leaf Green. It was one of the Leaf Emerald Green. It was one of the really light greens, kind of like my green screen back there. But it was that for the orc skins. And I switched when GW switched their new paints. I switched my color palette just accordingly. I really like highlighting up the Scarsonic Green. Or sometimes Draken Green, depending on the character, if I want to just change up the color slightly. Where are we? Hi, Jay. Happy New Year. I already said that. Good. Anything but wargaming. Says, nope, I took him to a GT final last year and checked in advance to make sure everything was okay. And they said it would be okay. I actually drew in a huge amount of attention because of him. That's awesome. Very good stuff to hear that. Anything but wargaming. It's really good stuff to hear that. I'm really happy that you don't get in trouble. Most places are okay with it these days, but some places consider modeling for an advantage, I guess. So, you know, what can you do? Some people allow it, some don't, but I'm really happy to hear that you got to allow it in GT. Sorry, I'm just going to drink some water. So, yeah, excellent stuff there. I'll be there all 4 days, so we'll manage some things. Says Mike. I agree, Mike Backer. We're going to have a good time, for sure. I'm not, as I did last year, this year I signed up for a few more things, but only a couple hours worth. So I should be pretty much okay. You know, I should be very much fine with 4 days. We have tons of time to hang out. So I should have plenty of time to hang out with you and talk to you. In one single game, he took out over 900 points worth of stuff, including the librarians, Centurions, the Sanguinary Priest, a Chapter Master, and Dante. Wow. That is definitely a war boss that has earned his points and the size of his base. Demon Jester J says, hey, Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's to you, Demon Jester. Really glad you're here. Elier Davies says that custom stuff was great, Cody Roo. I agree. It was awesome. It blew my brain, as I said. It was just absolutely amazing, and I love it. I can't wait to paint it up. Cody Roo says, thanks, Elier. Plastic Sturgeon says, Jay, do you use an airbrush much? All the time. All the time. Base coating, like all the models they've seen in painting with Jays lately, I've base coated them with an airbrush. Usually the primary color of the model. So whatever the majority of the model will be, I use an airbrush to paint. If so, do you use it for much detail as well, or base coating and shading? Mostly base coating and shading, but some detail as well. Most of the detail work I switch to my airbrush that I use for my base coating is my Badger Patriot 105. But I use my SOTAR 2020 frequently for doing detail, like some nice gradients on force weapons, weathering, highlights on capes. I definitely love doing that with the SOTAR 2020. Cordero says, I like going with yellow greens myself. Yep, for his orc skin. Very cool stuff. Whoa, I missed a lot of comments. Cordero, thanks for the tips. Jay, a suggestion for your next orc battle report. Forge World's Buzzgot's Big Mech Stompa with the green tide would make a very interesting game. True. I got to get a Stompa. I still don't have one. I don't actually have one at the moment. I really should get one. It's on my list of things I really want to get is a Stompa for sure, because it's a really cool orky thing. But I agree. Buzzgot is awesome. Greenleaf Terrain. I base my models on pop cans for a better line of sight. Good stuff. Good stuff. I just airbrush, but I do hold them. I depending on some, I do hold them up at certain angles, obviously, to get the the good zenithal highlighting, for sure. Any new bat reps on the way? I'd love to see more Imperial Fists. Yes, the next bat rep is, I'm filming it tomorrow or the next day. It'll be versus Tau. It'll be against Tau. So it won't be Imperial Fists, but I will definitely get more Imperial Fist battle reports in the near future. Do you ever play War Machine Hordes or any other Warhammer 40K? Or no, I do play War Machine Hordes, Demon Jester J. Most of my battle reports are in the Warp. For War Machine and Hordes, for Hordes, I have a very limited number of models. I only play Scorn, and not that many models. I have only one Warlock. But for War Machine, I have about 100 and something points painted of Signar. I have, I think, 10, 11 different Warcasters. So, yeah, I do have a bit of Signar. I just play against my friend Andy a lot. He plays Retribution of Syra, but most of the battle reports end up in the Warp. Nightwing X says, did you decide on what army you're bringing to Adepticon? Not yet. Not yet. I'm probably going to decide a couple weeks beforehand. I did Grey Knights last year. Grey Knights are the easiest ones to transport. I will be bringing Imperial Knights, but I don't think that would be an army that I'll actually film battle reports with. I'm just doing an Imperial Knight game where we're all bringing Imperial Knights. I signed up for one of the events. It was just bring your own Imperial Knights. So I'll bring probably a Lancer, a Castigator, and a Paladin or something. Have a good New Year, Jay. Same to you, Ellie. Elliot Davies, thank you very much. I don't know if you're leaving, but thank you very much for joining the live show today, and see you next time. Elliot, I don't know the current colors, but it was mid-tone green used by Goblin Green. Now it is Noblar Green, green wash, black wash, reestablished Noblar Green, then added yellow blend, and white to lighten the tone a bit. Cool. Cool stuff there. I just lost a lot of them. Whoa, there we go. A lot of comments. It's hard to keep up to date. It's been amazing. Annoyingly, that game, he died to Overwatch from a crack grenade. Oh, that sucks. It happened to me too. And actually, it was the battle report, I believe, that I filmed with Brent. Was it with Brent? I think it was with Brent and Cody Rue that I lost my war boss to Overwatch. It really sucks. It really sucks losing a guy like that, Overwatch. And he failed his 2-up lookout, sir, and his 4-up rerollable jink and hit for it. Yep, exactly. Sweet. D-Luff says, Happy New Year from Virginia. Happy New Year from Peterborough, Ontario. Grove and Grove. Hey, man, we've been talking about you this whole time. How's it going, Grove and Grove? Oi, what's on here with you boys? Mike here. Rue. Excellent. Yeah, Mike, we've been just talking about you, how you have probably one of the nicest war bosses we've seen. Of course, Ben here has been talking about how his war boss is so much bigger than yours, but I'm not getting involved in this debate. You guys can put them on the table one day and just be like, ooh. Headshots. I like brighter greens for my skin, so I ended up with extreme highlights in near yellow, and then I do a final glaze to tie it all together. That's a really good idea, too. I actually know some people who just use yellows. They use yellows the entire way, build them up, and then glaze with a green later, or hit it with a really heavy green shade like Biletan, and it actually brings it much closer to the green spectrum. It has a really bright yellow contrast. How did you get that looted wagon? How did the looted wagon do? Did it blow up? I don't know. I haven't used mine yet. I don't know if I think you're talking to Mike. It did great. Pressed it twice and killed a bunch of Marines with the boom gun. Excellent. LOL. You know he's not allowed to press that. You tell him not to press that, but of course he's going to press that. It just always happens that way, especially when Mike is calling the dice. Mike is really good at telling the dice to be bad, and they will be bad. Cody Rue, LOL. That's good and proper. First turn, it pressed it. Classic. Of course, Grove and Grove. Looking forward to seeing it painted up and further governed. Yep. Demon Just J. I have to go. Internet not good today. Thank you for the live show and all your hard work making videos for us. Thank you very much, Demon Just J, and thank you so much for being a part of this live show. It really does mean a lot, and I really hope you continue to enjoy my videos in 2016 for sure. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time, Demon Jester J. Mikey Vangras says, Hey Jay, I saw your Q&J where you talked about Assault on AOS. I definitely respect that. I just have to say it's a blast. I played a big game with my Stormcast versus Undead. It was a lot of fun. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. And as I said, I eventually will get into Age of Sigmar. I just really want to see where it kind of goes, because right now it seems almost, I wouldn't say directionless, but it's hard to know, you know? Yeah. Losing your HQ to double JIs was the best thing from the bat rep. I know. Wasn't it amazing? It was so hilarious. And that's actually one of my goals that I will be getting done this year. I want to get my dice customly made, and for sure. It'll be a lot of fun to have the Crazy Eyes dice so that I can actually roll Crazy Eyes and be like, come on, just no Crazy Eyes. Rebecca took a wound on Overwatch, then died to Sternguard. Clutch 6, exactly. Did you catch my Christmas greetings video? If so, what did you think of my dwarfs? No, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't been able to I haven't really not been online for the last few days, really. I posted my video yesterday or the day before that. Other than that, I have not had a good chance to check out many videos lately. Sorry about that. I'll definitely check it out sometime soon. I promise. Yeah, I just haven't. I've been just driving around Southern Ontario. Jay, is it true that Spock provides tactical advice during your games through telepathy to you? Yes. Well, not really through telepathy. I just more look at him, and I can tell by his body language that what he wants me to do. I'll be like, Spock, do you want me to do this? And he'll like, you can tell by looking at him, because Spock is very emotionful. You know, he's a very emotiony dog, and he knows his stuff. You know what? And I've won almost no battle reports since taking his advice, but I've come close a couple times. I really have. So it's fun, you know. And he was in a couple battle reports. I don't know if the takes actually ended up in the battle report that he was in, but he was in actually a few battle reports when he's on the table just moving my models. Is kind of cute. He's a cute little dude. Yeah. Ben, I'll look for that too. Yes, for sure. Spock doesn't say much, hence telepathy. Well, yeah, I just had to read them. Jesper Larson says, AJ, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Jesper Larson, looking forward to all your vids in 2016. I agree. I can't wait to keep making them. I just did the math, people. Now, if you remove the double videos, because the Warp has a 6-month preview of Miniature Painting 101. So if you remove those excess videos that have then been put out for the free, I actually posted 507 videos last year. So that's why I'm making a compilation video right now, and it's insane because 500 videos I'm going through one by one, looking at where I should add. And I back up most of my videos for the record, but I delete a bunch too, depending on their content. Anything important like a battle report, a painting tutorial, a Miniature Painting 101, those ones stay on my computer and my external hard drive. But as you can see, 507 videos, that's more than a couple external hard drives worth and my computer's worth. So I delete like the Painting with J's after I post them, and sometimes the Q&J's as well. So I've had to make a compilation video of these too. And also I did like a dozen Codex reviews. That's surprising to me too. I think 11 codices came out last year, and wow. Yeah. Plastic Surgeon says, Jay, if you had to give up one aspect, either painting or making the models or the gaming side, which would you choose? Making. Because I love to paint and I love to play. So if it was making models, I'd probably end that one, because plus I have these amazing people who just randomly send me amazing models that I get to paint and play with. For sure. Yeah. Or is your question painting and making versus gaming? Ooh, that'd be tough. Sorry, I think I just misread your comment. If that was the case, I don't know. Ooh. I have enough models right now that I could probably give up painting and keep playing indefinitely with the amount of models I have. So I'd probably say that. I'd miss painting. I really would, and building the models as well. But I have enough models right now that I could paint. I could play indefinitely and have a great time. Ellie's not left yet. Okay, good. I'm glad he didn't leave. I've watched your videos for years and really appreciate your content. Keep up the good work. Any old tooth tips for people starting out with orcs? Yes. First of all, have a great time. That's the thing with orcs. You can go competitive and you can win, but orcs are a fun army. Keep that in consideration when building your armies. Second, war boss on a bike, greatest thing in the codex. As every one of these orc players will state, best HQ that they love. If you're a more defensive player, big mech, custom force fields. So yeah, that's what they really do. Big mech custom force fields help keep your guys alive. Because it gives them a 5-up invulnerable save, and nothing can really negate an invul save, right? Other than D. It's the pesky Tau that remove all the cover saves. You really don't want to rely on that. And then you got to choose what style of an army do you like. Do you want to run tons of boys? Do you want to run tons of boys and trucks? Do you want to run a walker list? Do you want to run bikes lists? It's up to you. And that's the best part about orcs, is they're by far the most fun army to play, when you can basically play whatever type of army you really want and get away with it and have a great time. So that's my advice. Also, you need boys, and feel free to throw everything you want together and make something new, because as you can see by Cody Rue stuff and Mike stuff, it just leads to the best looking models possible. Amber Williams says, totally understandable. Christmas is the time for family and all that jazz. If I wasn't so expensive, I'd fly out and spend it with my family. Exactly. And that's it. It's just, I spent a lot of time driving. I spent like 17 hours in a few days driving. Yeah. One day in the far future, the term JIs will be one of those phrases that everybody uses, but everyone has forgotten where it came from. Yeah, kind of like Mark of Dave. And I actually know where Mark of Dave comes from. I'm not going to ruin it, but I know where Mark of Dave comes from. It's a specific video that it originated from, and it took over. Now no one remembers. It's just Mark of Dave. And I love the Mark of Dave dice. Cody Roos is Elier. My orc advice: drill out your guns. Customize as much as possible so your army is unique. Boys are really good, and grots have their uses too. I love grots. That's all I say. Question: Iron Warrior Knight Titan, battle cannon or the thermal cannon? Ooh. Thunderstrike Gauntlet versus 4 Reaper Chainsword. All right. Thunderstrike Gauntlet has its uses, and it's fun. So if you want to go more fun, Thunderstrike Gauntlet. I prefer the Reaper Chainsword, first of all, because it goes at initiative versus initiative 1. I don't like going initiative 1 because I hate going at the same time as the fists. I want to kill the fists and kill the Thunder Hammers before they get to me. It is fun throwing a Land Raider, but most time a Land Raider will not do any damage to the guys around it. It's only really against Orcs and Tyranids that you'll actually do significant damage with the Thunderstrike Gauntlet, because they're usually, you can throw it at something with a low armor save that'll actually hurt. Because unfortunately, the explosion has no pen to it, right? It has no armor pen. So, and then battle cannon versus thermal cannon. I prefer thermal cannon if you want that armor killing. I really have a problem with my knights when they don't have enough armor killing, right? And I prefer the thermal cannon, 36-inch range, melt-a-gun, large blast. Can't really go wrong with that. I personally prefer that, and that's why I typically run the errant over the paladin over the errant. Jay, do you plan on making or buying more terrain? Yes, I'm actually. These are my goals, and I'm going to make a video about this in the near future. But these are my goals. I'm actually going to build a tabletop in the near future because the current table I'm using isn't a 6x4 table. I have the pieces, the GW terrain over it. It's actually it's a 6x3 table. So I want to build a new tabletop first, and then I want to get the next Citadel Realm of Battle table, the cities one. I will definitely use a dice tray so that I can roll, because that table's terrible for rolling. And then I want to get more terrain and just make a very city-esque, because I got some amazing terrain a long time ago from Greenleaf, and I can't recommend him enough, which has been amazing for the landscape one, but I want to do cities as well. Anything about wargaming? I have to ask, when it comes out, is there anything particular urban war army you'd be interested in trying out? Not anything particular. I'd try out anything. It looks like a very interesting game. I'd try anything. I'm like that when I start a new game. I don't usually want to start a specific army. I just like to try everything and see what I like. Throw it against the wall, see what sticks. I love painting to this live broadcast. Thank you very much, Mike. And working on my Stormcast at the moment. Very cool. See? As AOE or AOS. Yes, Age of Sigmar. AOE is Area of Effect. That's War Machine Hordes. Jay, you should get some mats and make city fight terrain more versatile. I agree. And that's actually my goal. That's actually one of the reasons why I want to build the 6x4 table as well, is to get some mats. I really love the FAT mats. They're just really expensive. And there's also Zizzy. I believe Zizzy is the company. They make some great ones too. And with a 6x4 table actually built, I can get a proper mat on and play games on it. But right now I can't, since I'm actually playing on a 6x3 table. The mats would just go whoa, right? I'd be like, yeah. Currently, Jay, serious question. Why are you so awesome? What's your secret? I don't know. I really don't feel like I'm an awesome person sometimes, but I work hard, and that's hard work. And I love what I do, and I do what I love. And that's one of the things that I really hope comes through in my videos. And I have never been someone, like, I started off so little in this YouTube stuff years ago that I really appreciated every subscriber and every person that I interacted with along the way. And I think that's what's kind of kept with me this entire time, is that I make my videos about my viewers, and I try. That's why I wanted to make a live show. My very first show of the year was to set the tone. It's about the subscribers, the supporters, the viewers. You guys make us. And I find that a lot of YouTubers forget that sometimes, that we are nothing without our subscribers and our viewers. And I think that's what some people describe as awesome. And that whenever I go to conventions and places, I will always set aside as much time as it is to hang out with people who want to meet me, because that exact reason. You know, I love meeting people. I love putting faces to names. It's really cool. Like when I met Black Tom, he's my favorite example, because he's the least likely like his name. I met him and I was like, "You're Black Tom." Okay, you don't look like Black Tom, but you know, I love putting. That's what I'd say. The other thing is you gotta have crazy eyes. Crazy eyes make the person. And t-shirts. I was mostly asking about those Night Titan questions from a thematic point of view. Oh, Iron Warrior style. Okay, sorry. Iron Warrior style. So if you're going Iron Warrior style, if you just think about theme, I'd actually go the opposite of exactly what I said. I would go Gauntlet, because that's way more Iron Warriors than the Chainsword. And I'd actually argue Battle Ken wouldn't be a bad idea at all. In fact, yeah, I'd say Battle Ken. In fact, the exact opposite of what I said. Sorry, for thematics. Sorry, I didn't really pick up on the thematics. I was thinking more tactical point of view. But yeah, if you're going Iron Warriors, Gauntlet, man, for sure. Football chat says, Jay, have you ever been recognized in public? And if so, where is the most unexpected place you've been recognized? I have been recognized many times, actually. Grocery stores is actually where I get recognized the most. Especially when I moved to Peterborough, people knew me because obviously at the time when I moved to Peterborough, my videos on Miniwargamer were still happening. It took about a month for my videos on Miniwargamer to stop airing. And like for the first month, I ran into like 6 or 7 people that knew me in Peterborough at like Costco or local grocery store, Metro. And people recognized me. It was really cool that they recognized me that way. Where else have I been recognized? In the States, I've been recognized a few times, but it was in proximity to conventions, right? Like I was at my hotel in Chicago, and or like I was walking down the street in Las Vegas, but it was the time of LVO. So at that time, people were already in the area that knew miniature wargaming. Where else? Oh, my favorite time that I got recognized was actually, one of my favorite times was actually at Adepticon, but it was by one of the guys from Forge World. I was talking to one of the guys from Forge World, just really cool meeting one of the British guys from England. And he looked at me and he's like, you're the only guy who does battle reports with grot tanks. And I was like, I am. Grot tanks are amazing. And he's like, yeah. And apparently at Forge World, like he shows them the videos because at Forge World, they don't like playing grot tanks. And apparently he shows them these videos to show that how much fun they could be and how they can actually be kind of competitive with Grotzukas. T-shirt, damn autocorrect. No problem. Hi, Jay. How you doing? David Ford. Not bad. How about you, man? I'm good. You know, it's the new year. I'm setting some goals. I'm going to make sure that they happen, and it's good. I gave myself a haircut the other day. For the record, I give myself haircuts now. I've been doing it for about a year. It's kind of fun. Except when you're giving yourself a haircut, you kind of have to I find the urge to make small talk with myself. So I'm there like cutting my own hair, and I'm like, so what's new and exciting? I'm like, no, not much. Not much at all. You know, how's the weather? Pretty good. Pretty good. Why am I talking to myself? I don't know. So I have that going for me. If you wanted to get in fantasy stuff, you could always go with Mordheim, since you could try out a few different armies for fairly cheap. Very good point. I've actually considered that. I've been watching a lot of Mordheim videos with Owen and what's his name? I'm blanking on names. Owen. Let's just say Owen. You guys will fill me in a second. I know that Cody Rue knows exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, they play tons of Mordheim. What's his name? Somebody fill me in. Ash. There we go. Thank you, people. Cody Rue. I knew you'd get me on that. Ash. Nods head. Yeah, thanks. No problem. By the way, how many points are you taking to play at Adepticon? Would you like to try out Gaiman? I would love to try Gaiman, for sure, Nightwing X. The only people I've promised games so far is to Mike, who's in this as well. I typically I film at 1,500, sometimes 1,850, but 1,500 is usually my sweet spot. I'll be bringing a few thousand points, but my list will be primarily 1,500 points. It's a very good sweet spot for filming battle reports. If you add 350 points, it seems like nothing, but it literally adds an hour to your filming. So typically, yeah. But I'd love to play against you. Hey, Jay. Hey, Peter. Dave Ford. I thought I'm the only one who does that while cutting hair. Nope. Me too. Got to make small talk with yourself. Ash. Yes. Cody Rue, you got it. Ash. Making small talk with yourself is a sign of insanity. And Ben here agrees with me. Well, Jay feels Peter Mick, just about to play the Mordheim computer game. Excellent. I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard some people really love it. A couple people had some technical issues with it. It wasn't working on all the computers or something like that. Jay, I'm sorry I have to go and cook dinner for my boy and myself. No problem. Nothing wrong with that, Hugh. Thank you so much, as always, for coming into this live show. Only you can prevent florist fryers. Very true, Hugh. Happy New Year and all the best in the coming year. Thank you, and can't wait to see you again, Hugh. And good luck in everything, Hugh-ness. Peter Meek, hey, Cody. Awesome present you gave Jay. I know. Blows my brain. Isaac Evans, hey. Sounds good. Got to paint up some army to a nice standard. Yes. Painted armies are more fun than non-painted armies. I have to say that. I'm making crazy eyes at my phone all the way from South Africa. Whoa! Do you feel the craziness? I am feeling the craziness, Daniel Van Gogh. South Africa. Cool. That's a place I'd love. I always wanted to visit Africa because my undergraduate degree was in zoology with a specialty in mammalogy. And if you were into mammals, Africa is like the coolest place on frickin' Earth for mammals that can kill you, but still mammals. Versus if you want like bugs and snakes that will kill you, you go to Australia. They have cute, though, to be fair, Australia has some really cute mammals too. They have the quokka, which is pretty much the cutest animal on the earth. I really like the Mordheim PC game. The patches have made it way better. Yes, that's what I heard. The patches fixed a lot of the problems, but a lot of people had problems earlier in the game. Yeah, I'm 0-2 against Jay. Ultramarines got to bring it this year. They can and they will. To be honest, I think I'm going to bring some. I'll probably bring an Imperial army because they're usually smaller. That's a hint, but I don't know yet which one. Maybe a combined wing Dark Angels. Maybe Imperial Fists. We'll see. Probably not Grey Knights. To be honest, probably not Grey Knights again because I brought Grey Knights last year. The game is buggy, but all good. GW games are. Please, someone make Necromunda. Yes. For blank sake. Blood Bowl is real to the rules and equally buggy. Yeah, I heard that too. Any of it worry me, so I have to make a confession. Forgive me, for I've sinned. I've started using Marnie's Kelgar. I'll forgive you this time. And but I'm enjoying it. Ben, we're going to have a talk. Well, to be fair, I use Lysander, so I really can't. I would be a hypocrite to say that. But Cody Rue and Mike may not speak to you again, just to warn you, because they're more hardcore Orky players than I am. Shame. Yes, very shame, Kelgar. David Ford, what is your opinion on Space Hulk, Deathwing, or for consoles? I really like Space Hulk, but I like the second Space Hulk, the video game. The video game, the second Space Hulk that came out was called like Space Hulk something. It wasn't the original Space Hulk video game. It came out like a year later, and it was very much improved over the first one. I really, really liked it. And Deathwing, haven't played. Peter, thank you, Cody Rowe. Peter Meach, anything but wargaming. You using an allied touted formation? Well, that would be too much. Yeah. If you're using Tau anything, that'll be a little bit too much. They're crazy. Just Grey Knights and Marines. Yeah. Yeah. Tau, I like Tau, as I said. They're a good army. They're a good-looking army. It's been crazy. Like I'm not going back to my Codex review or anything like that, but the amount of battle reports and content I've seen with a strong Tau list that the game is over before it begins is getting a little heavy. You know, even Miniwargaming, they've put some really good armies up against Tau, and the Tau have come out pretty much unscathed. Yeah. Yes, well, Deathwing isn't out yet. Oh, that's what I said. But I played it at E3. Pretty solid. Excellent. Yeah, I didn't even think it was out yet. That's why I just haven't played it yet. Is there going to be any more How to Play 40K? Yes, there is. In fact, I owe one. The sponsor, I owe one to the sponsor from last month. It's now a series completely sponsored by my Patreon page by a really awesome individual for the Wheelchair Foundation of the United States. It's in the United States, in California. And yeah, in fact, it should be up over the next few days, I'm hoping. I just had some issues with filming, and it should be up for last month's. Last month's video will be up soon, and then next month's video will be up this month. So The first video in the series will be covering the first half of the assault phase, which is the charge phase, the charge subphase, and then the second one will be covering the assault phase itself, the close combat part of the assault phase. Tori Ling says, hello, Jay. And everyone else, Happy New Year. Hello, Tori Ling, and Happy New Year to you too. Marius Kelgar is the best. Don't apologize. Mikey would say that. There is something wonderful about activating Force in Hammerhand. Drago with 5 attacks, Strength 9 Force at Initiative 5, and Kelgar with 6 attacks at Strength 10 at Initiative as well. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. That's a pretty nasty combination. I play Dark Eldar, so no one can accuse me for being OP. I can pretty much agree with that, Peter. But Dark Eldar are real fun, and I tabled a Tau a few weeks back. So happy. Excellent. Congrats on that. Very good stuff. My love will continue to go solely to my Chaos Undivided, no matter how much GW seems to not love them. Yeah, good luck with that, Lynn. I really hope that they get a new codex soon. Rumor has it they got to be one of the next 2 Chaos Space Marines, and hopefully they get some love from GW so that they can finally be a little bit competitive. Hello, says Iris. Hello. David Ford, is it bad that I bought a 3rd edition 40K set and played by the rules of the current edition? They're just so expensive. No, nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, there's some really good players in my meta that have mostly old armies. Trevor, one of the people I play up against, as you see by his models, he actually has a lot of really old models, and that's really cool. Now, some of them, obviously, there is a bit of a change in size. Like the old Goskal Thraka was like this big, and now the new Goskal Thraka is like that big. But no, nothing wrong with it at all. And like the old rhinos are adorable. Hello. Major spoilers for the Montcast supplement. What is your opinion on Onva getting sliced up by an assassin? I don't know. That fluff-wise, it didn't make much sense to me. I really didn't. I heard that too. It didn't make much sense to me. Personally, I don't know. I really don't know what to think. I saw Star Wars. Excellent, Tori Ling. The Force Awakens this morning. Star Wars is on my mind. Yeah, I saw Star Wars too. And I could not do anything but smile the entire time I watched Star Wars. There might have been other reasons too, but I was stupidly happy with Star Wars. Let's just say that. The old land speeder is super tiny. I know the new vehicles are too. Lewis James is hey you. Hey Lewis James. Just to warn you guys, I am ending the show in like 2 minutes. It's only a 1-hour show, ending at 8 o'clock, and then unfortunately I have to take care of some stuff afterwards. But don't worry, there'll always be more live shows as well. I also like to say in my defense, I would normally run a Librarius Conclave. I love that too. It's so much fun and silly. Instead of Calgar, but I'm going to Cali this month, and it's only a 2-source tournament. Yeah, you can't then. Hello, Star Wars is very good. It is. Yeah, would be better off with Jar Jar. No, it would not be better off with Jar Jar, Brent. I disagree. Brent likes Jar Jar, people. Jar Jar would still, maybe Chewbacca's still alive. Maybe Jar Jar would still be alive today. It was not what I expected, says Isaac. Oh, hopefully you were expecting good and hopefully then you were expecting bad and got good, because I really liked it. I thought it was a lot darker. Milo says, "Gee, I love the vids. Keep up the good work. What is your wish list for Tyranids should they get a new codex?" Number 1, Eternal Warrior for Synapse creatures. It's the old 4th edition rule. It was really good. That's my number 1 ever. Number 2, give back the better ballistic skill to Hiveguard. Huge. Other than that, make Scything Talons good again. And then Tyranids would be in good shape. Yeah. People are swearing now about Jar Jar. Oops. All right. Well, unfortunately, everyone, it is 8 o'clock right now. So I must unfortunately call it for a night. But I thank every single one of you out there, all you people, for watching my videos, supporting me, and especially for joining in the conversation in tonight's live show. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone out there. I can't wait to see you all again. I hope you have a terrific new year and you've had a great holiday season. I'll keep making videos and I really hope you enjoy them. Stay tuned for next live show. It'll probably be at an earlier time so that the British people can see as well. But thank you so much, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this live show. Have a great night. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting, everyone.